Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Post Market Report sponsored by Delta.exchange, a leading crypto trading platform. Maybe I'll spend few minutes just to show my trades and before we go on to the Post Market Report. At 6 p.m., the US inflation data came. The data came slightly better than expected. So because of that, US futures are going higher. And this is my US market trading platform. And today my profit is more than $13,000. This is a daily profit, today's MTM. So $13,000, my capital is about 500K. That's about $500,000. For $500,000, $13,000, that's close to 2% in just one trading session. So US markets trading is really very good. And moreover, there is no taxation problem. So I became a NRI and resident of Dubai, trading in US market, and no need to pay tax to any government. No tax to Indian government, no tax to US government, no tax to UAE government also. And not only that, and my son trades in cryptos. And here I can show you his P&L, and he's doing much better than me, and he's having only about 143K. And look at the profits. Today's profit is $359 and total unrealized profit is 5.32K. That's the last 7 days. And if you see last 30 days, it's about $8,000. If you see last 3 months, today is August 10, 3 months before August, July, June, May 11. May 11 to until today is about 3 months. So total realized P&L is about $24,000, so which is about $8,000 per month. So my son is making about $8,000 per month profit in crypto on a capital of just only about less than 150K. So that's almost a return of about how much? 6-7% return per month is very good. Again, this is my account only, but only thing is my son is handling, and again, being a resident of Dubai, no taxation. So the bigger thing is that, we trade without taxation. Yes. Now we'll come back to our market. Pre-market report, our GIF Nifty indicated about 90 to 100 point gap down. There was no reason for that, but our markets opened flat. But after that, in fact, the markets moved higher. Why? Because yesterday the FIIs were net buyers. And the global markets were not really very bad. In fact, many Asian markets were higher. And ahead of the RBI policy, markets moved higher. Nobody expected any action by RBI. Everybody expected status quo, but RBI Governor announced some increase in CRR on incremental deposits. So that has dented the sentiment. And the Bank Nifty has fallen nearly 450 points from intraday high to low, and then markets became very bearish. Banking stocks fell, that is understandable because of the CRR issue, but don't know why TCS and Infosys also fell. Since morning, TCS and Infosys were trading in negative territory and TCS is underperforming. But however, Tech Mahindra is the best performer. In last 1 week, it from 1250 it went to 1100, from 1100 again back to 1250, a 300 point swing. The only stock that did well, that supported the market, was Reliance Industries. So that is understandable. That's because the crude prices are going higher in international market. Brent crude touched $90 yesterday. So the higher the crude price is actually good for the Reliance Industries. Maybe I'll come out with a separate video, so why is that and so on. But as long as the crude prices are higher, it's good for Reliance Industries. So it's just because of Reliance Industries, our markets, did not break down, we can say. So though markets fell, 19,500 was broken on the downside, but yesterday's low was not broken. So that is the only consolation for bulls. And today both FIIs and DIIs were net buyers, and FIIs have bought for some small amount, 331 crores, whereas the domestic institutions have bought for 703 crores. But still, people are becoming slightly bearish, and people are selling 19,500, 19,600, 19,700 call options. But otherwise, overall, the view remains the same. Number one, as per the box theory, now we are in the box 19,500 to 20,000. Although few times we broke below 19,500, except one day, we did not close below 19,500. So therefore, there is a still hope that we are in the box 19,500 to 20,000. But looking at the open interest, the 19,000 put option has the highest open interest among the puts, 20,000 call option has the highest open interest among the call options, and people who are having the safety zone, markets are moving very, very violently, but still Nifty is not expected to break 19,000 on the downside, not expected to take out 20,000 on the higher side. And 2 weeks are over, so we still have 3 more weeks for this August expiry. And on expected line, the volatility index went up slightly, and that's because we are falling. European futures were very, very firm. Europe markets were in trading green after 12:30. US futures were in green despite the uncertainty of CPI inflation data, but still we were falling. So when this kind of opposite behavior happens, usually the volatility index will go higher. So that's what exactly has happened today. And most of the sectors were down except the media sector. There was a Z Entertainment shot up 16%, and all the other media stocks also, even the Sun TV has also shot up today. So now we are still maintaining the bullish view, as I say, 19,400, or to be precisely 19,392. The market should not close below that, and that is the time even our long-term uptrend will come into the question mark. Today morning I was talking about the Nasdaq 100. So Nasdaq 100 also became bearish yesterday. Again, as I said, just like Indian market, we just need to see one day. Nasdaq 100, 15,320, closing below that is considered as a bearish. Yesterday, just one day, it closed below that. And I said, maybe because of this US inflation jitter and this and that, so maybe we just give one day time. Right now, the Nasdaq 100 future is trading closer to 15,320. So we need to see where it's going to close. So anyway, so it is time to maintain the cautiously bullish view, because FIIs are buying, DIIs are buying, and global markets are good. So this incremental CRR people will forget after 1 or 2 days. So that's my view. So let us see what is going to happen. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.